Hello and welcome to our last weekly special episode of Most Unwanted and X-Files podcast. I'm Luke, and I am joined by Jax. Sorry, I feel like I cut you off there.
No, I didn't know whether to introduce myself or not.
That's the way I like to mix it up. So these are our character bio episodes, and today we are looking at not one, not two, but three characters.
Yeah.
The Lone Gunman. So consisting of Melvin Frohickey, John Fitzgerald Byers, and Richard Langley. The Lone Gunman are publishers of a magazine called The Lone Gunman, originally called The Magic Bullet. And a trio took their name and the title from a book. Oh no, wait there, better not read that. We'll start with the questions that we've got. At the start of the series, what did you think of The Lone Gunman?
Well, I mean, start of the series is a difficult way to put it, because I believe they only appeared in one episode, season 1.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
EBE, was it?
EBE, yeah.
So, I immediately liked them.
I mean, it's a hard one to say, really, of did you like them and what did they progress to? Because they've sort of stayed the same, but better.
You know what? We've barely seen them.
Yeah.
The only reason why, we sort of tried to figure out which characters we wanted to focus on over this week. And I definitely wanted to get the Lone Gunman in here because of... I'm pretty sure that it's like... I feel like they're cult favourites.
Yeah.
And I don't know that because I wasn't part of that sort of fan culture at the time.
Yeah.
But the fact that they got a TV show, which I know now after the fact, tells me that they obviously was a fan favourite.
It feels like with the Lone Gunman that they aren't integral to the plot. They're like icing on a cake. You know what I mean? They just make it better. And we've even said this, that whenever they're in an episode, even if the episode's not great, looking at the one... was it Unfinished Symmetry or
Fearful Symmetry?
Fearful Symmetry that we watched recently. That wasn't that great of an episode. It was okay.
Yeah.
But the Lone Gunman being a part of it definitely added to the episode.
It brings us up a notch, yeah. And I think the great thing about the Lone Gunman is it just goes to show what you can get when you just throw 3 interesting characters together.
Yeah.
Because they're a complete diverse set of personalities, and I like them all, and I like their interactions between each other. And of course, we've not seen that much of them. We've literally seen them in glimpses. I think we've seen them in 5 episodes overall,
it's not many, yeah.
But so it's difficult to go through our usual questions.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what I think we should do.
All right.
Let's just go through one by one our initial thoughts on each one.
Okay.
So if I was to say to you, Byers. Yeah.
He's the businessman of the group. I've said this before.
I feel like he's the spokesperson.
Yeah, always wears the suit. He is the front of the company, of the Lone Gunman company, I guess. Where he's the one who liaises between, and we've seen this quite often. He's the one who's talking to Mulder, explaining.
I feel like he would be Mulder's friend out of every one of them. Yeah. He's the one that Mulder would go for a drink with and talk about aliens. Yeah,
because he believes these stories as much as anyone else. But again, he's this acceptable face of these stories.
Yeah. And he also, his knowledge of everything paranormal or mystical is impressive.
Yeah,
they hold their own. They're not just like sidekicks to Mulder. In fact, most of the time we see them, they surpass Mulder in their knowledge of what they're talking about.
They're actually presenting stuff to him that he hasn't even thought of. So they're the one who do hold the cards, basically.
Certainly, but they go too far with it.
Yeah,
because
that's their problem.
They don't have a line. They don't have a Scully to tell them they're being crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas Mulder has someone to rein him back. They don't have that. So, sometimes they'll give you the answer and then they'll just go into this weird tangent where they believe, I don't know, lizards are in the White House. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I feel like they're, as you mentioned, they're Mulder if Mulder didn't have someone to stop him.
Yeah.
Basically. This is what he would have ended up as, basically.
So, we go from Byers, and by the way, Byers looks great in all of his suits.
He does, yeah. Always
real sharp dresser. We go to my favourite, Frankie.
Also my favourite as well. Just because everything he says is... he is... I feel like with the Lone Gunman, they are all... This is going to be a weird sort of comparison. If you split Mulder off into 3 people and sort of accentuated each one of their, like, his characteristics, that's them.
Yeah, in an exaggerated version.
So the sharp dresser, we always see Mulder in a suit. That's Byers.
And the knowledge, of course.
Yeah, and the knowledge. Frohickey is his humour and smuttiness.
Yeah, and general weirdness.
General weirdness. And then we'll get to Langley, obviously, but he's sort of his scepticism and sort of fearfulness of the government.
Yeah,
that's
a great way to look at it.
I've only just thought of this theory, and I'm like, huh. It
works perfectly. It works.
Yeah, that's what I think of them. But yeah, Frohickey's my favourite, just because everything he says. It's just hilarious. Like,
he
always gets a laugh out of me. So,
and we can't not mention his obsession with Scully.
Another comparison to Mulder.
Oh my god, it really works. I think the great thing about it is, he's a little bit of a creep.
Yeah,
and we know that about him. But he also manages to be harmless at the same time.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Like, he's actually been very sweet in some episodes as well. I think back to when he brought Scully some flowers when she was unconscious.
Yeah.
And he dressed up in a suit for her. And he's just such a harmless, almost like a lovable character.
Yeah, definitely.
And I like Frick because, as you say, he's just the humour in him, and he always sort of lightens the mood whenever they're sort of discussing what they need to discuss.
Definitely.
And the one I sort of know least about...
That's what I was about to say, yeah.
Langley, yeah. Yeah, we haven't really seen much of Langley in the interactions, but I'm sure we'll see more of him in the future.
Yeah.
Initial impressions, have you got any?
Not too strong, really, of an impression. Again, like I just mentioned, he seems the more fearful, less... He wants the theories and them to work together, but he doesn't want to sort of get involved in things, or he doesn't want to reach out to Mulder. Yeah. So he definitely feels as the one who doesn't want to expose their theories to the outside world, I guess. Yeah, and he's that more skepticism and fearfulness. But other than that, there's not a lot to go on with Langley. He's quite reserved so far.
Yeah. And, I mean, with regards to, like... How can you really talk about the future, I suppose? Yeah. Like, it's difficult to talk. But we do know they had a TV show.
Yeah, so we know they at least have this... I don't know how many episodes the TV show has.
Arc of some sort.
Yeah.
You know what? I mean, just talking out of the show and into sort of our viewing of the show, I'd be very interested to watch that show.
Yeah, same here.
Because I'd love to see how it works. And I don't know whether... I can see it going both ways. I could see it being an absolute flop or really, really... quality side product.
Yeah.
But I definitely think we should probably watch it. We mentioned in previous episodes that we think we're going to do maybe just a season review type thing of that episode, and that could be quite fun.
Yeah, I'd be up for doing something like that. And
I just want to know more about these characters.
Yeah, definitely. With like sort of predictions of their future, do you think they're going to take an active role in the investigations at any point? Because so far they've just basically handed knowledge on or advised on things. Do you think they're ever going to sort of actually get involved in the investigation?
I don't know. I feel like they're always going to be that sort of man in a chair type thing. The person that they go to get that little bit of information that they need to progress the story. But saying that, I would absolutely love an episode where they're involved consistently. And I know they was involved in EBE to an extent, but I'd like another episode where they get Mulder and Scully are stumped and they need help from other people. And I feel like they could hold their own in an episode, and I think it would be a good episode. Will it happen? I don't know.
Who knows? That wraps up our week of podcasts. We hope you've enjoyed it. Let us know or send in any comments based on what you have heard this week. Should probably said this in every episode, but I will.
No, and if any of the characters, just let us know what you think and sort of answer the same questions yourself.
Yeah.
We'd love to know what everyone thought at this stage of their viewing.
Yeah.
Also, 50th episode tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so our 50th episode is tomorrow, as you mentioned. It's on the episode F Emasculata. That's
very difficult to say.
Difficult to say.
Yeah,
maybe we'll find more about
rude.
it. Yeah.
How rude that they chose an episode that we can't pronounce on our 50th, our 50th episode, and we don't know what we're going to be bloody saying.
Well, I mean, we just have to get to that one when we get to it, I suppose. And
tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
See you tomorrow.